Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new episode in High School Dynamics. As I have mentioned before, that we'll be talking about in this season. We're actually having very short seasons. So in this season, I'll finish it off with my messages to students. So to start off, as I have talked to you in my previous videos about surviving high school before succeeding high school. Okay, let's talk about what it means of surviving and succeeding high school. If we are planning to succeed and go to law school, medicine school, becoming an engineer, even though a lot of courses they don't need that much percentages, they will accept your transcripts. But you need to start succeeding and surviving mentally before thinking about succeeding physically. In other words, if you're planning to go to every morning to the school and not enjoying your days since you're having some issues, for example, with family, with friends, if you're not in the best mood for school, I think you should actually be so honest with your teachers and let them know that your days aren't going as good, and you should tell them that I might not be doing so well this week or the past few weeks due to blah 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 blah. You get my point? So I have learned all of this from actually overthinking about how to overcome my problems. My teachers at the beginning they thought I was lazy, but actually I had some issues with COVID. I actually COVID made me mentally not so well while I was stuck at my house, not seeing my family nor my friends. That's why I started talking to my teachers that I'm losing my senior year. I'm losing my senior trip. I'm losing my prom. I'm losing my graduation. That's why I keep on overthinking. And as I have mentioned before, that I started living the day as it goes. But sometimes when just people start getting stories up about prom, I just go away so I don't overthink when I'm alone at home. So my main point is I'm not saying escape or run away from problems, but if you know that what you'll be hearing in this circle will affect you after, just leave it for now. I'm not saying you should escape or run from your problems. You shouldn't escape reality at all. You should just sometimes take a break until, for example, you finish the upcoming test, the upcoming project. I know it's not always about tests and projects until you finish the tournament you're having. But my main point is finishing up what you're waiting for. You got my point? So sometimes when I'm with a group of friends and they start talking, for example, about I could say a trip that we'll be planning in a month, I start overthinking so much about it and how will it go, and it actually happened, and I started actually buying some stuff for it, some, for example, swimming suits and stuff, but I think before by a week it got cancelled. I was devastated. I was actually devastated after waiting for it for so long. That's why I think we should actually just live the day as it goes, as I have mentioned before. To talk about the main things, as I have said, about surviving and succeeding. All of this is surviving. If you just do what you know it will make you feel better, I think you should just follow it up. Surviving, some people I found them started smoking, alcohol abusing, and drug abusing, so they could change their daily routine. This is not changing your daily routine. you're destroying it. You're not just destroying your daily routine. You're destroying your high school lives. Just trust me. Sometimes people just find it as they're being cool, but honestly, at the beginning, yes, you are being cool, but after you will face a lot of problems, sometimes with family, with friends. At the beginning, friends, some of your friends, they could just stay quiet, but after they were actually start fussing you around to stop smoking, to stop alcohol. That's why from the very beginning, just focus on yourself. Do you think what you're doing will benefit you or not? I know a lot of you will just take my words as not just as an advice, as if it's just my capstone project. I promise it's not. Also, think about the trust your parents gave you. They gave you, for example, money to eat with it, to go out with your friends, not to buy drugs with it, not to buy cigarettes. This is my message. Focus on your trust with your families, with your friends. This is my main point in smoking, alcohol, and drugs. Of course, we will talk about them later, but my main point over here, if you want to succeed in high school, you should survive it mentally before physically. Think about how you will survive it mentally. I want you to think about what annoys you and just throw it behind you. Sometimes you can get irritated by friends, teachers. Until now, I get irritated by a classroom I had a teacher in. Thankfully, he left. I'm not the only one that had problems with. He never understood us mentally. He never listened to our problems. Sometimes we had severe problems with our families or friends. All he had to do is give out worksheets and tests. He destroyed us all mentally. Until now, we are all thankful he left, and I think at the very last 2 weeks, he understood the hateness he got from students. I'm not trying to be mean. I know every teacher has a way of teaching, but actually, if the teacher doesn't focus on the students' mental health, just trust me, they will. It won't go as good at all. So actually listen. Focus with yourself. Focus with the teachers you actually find your comfort zone with. Sometimes you just feel comfortable while you're with a teacher. This is how they listen to your problems. They just don't teach. This is my point. I understand that I always hear, I still didn't go to university, but I hear from my teachers that university life is different. I totally get it. I'm not asking or telling you at all to escape from reality, but this is my message, not only to teachers, to the whole world. It's not about doing a job, it's about doing it right. So if you're doing a job as a teacher and you're just ignoring psychology and ignoring your students' thoughts, your students' concerns, sometimes actually just talk about the concern you're having, it makes a huge difference. It builds trust between you and the students. This is my point. Students, please start talking. I got my audacity like lately. I could never face a teacher and tell them about my concern. That's why I'm telling you. You should start talking about your concerns politely. I think we have the right, and the teachers, I think they are happy to listen to our problems, concerns. Uh, that's how we're going to be a family. That's how we will actually focus more on our lives and then focusing on education. I hope you got my point, and thank you.